My wife brought her lover into our home. I never thought I'd become the kind of man who checks security cameras, but betrayal changes people. My wife Emily and I had been married for 8 years. We weren't perfect, but we were stable. Or at least, that's what I believed. She used to greet me at the door every evening, kiss me before bed, talk about our future, kids, vacations, growing old together. Then suddenly, she changed. Cold texts, late nights, locked phone, and one thing that bothered me more than anything, she stopped looking me in the eyes. At first I blamed stress. Emily worked in real estate, long hours, difficult clients. I told myself she was exhausted, but deep down, my instincts were screaming. One Friday night, she told me she had to attend a networking event. She wore a black dress I'd never seen before, perfume, red lipstick, and she looked nervous, not excited, nervous. Before leaving, she kissed my cheek and said, "Don't wait up." That sentence haunted me. So after she left, I checked our home security app, and that's when my entire world shattered. At 11:42 p.m., Emily came back home, but she wasn't alone. A man walked in behind her, tall, beard, leather jacket, and then, right there on my living room camera, my wife kissed him. Not a friendly kiss, not confusion, passion, like they'd done it 100 times before. I couldn't breathe. I replayed the footage over and over, hoping I misunderstood, but I didn't. Then came the part that truly destroyed me. She brought him into our bedroom, the same bed we slept in every night, the same room where we once talked about having children. I sat in my car outside my office for nearly an hour, completely numb. Most people think betrayal feels like anger first. It doesn't. First comes silence. Your brain refuses to accept reality, then comes the pain, a deep, crushing pain that feels physical. That night, I didn't go home. I drove around until sunrise, and by morning, I made a decision. I wouldn't confront her. Not yet. Because if Emily wanted to lie to my face, I wanted the full truth first. So I started collecting evidence. Quietly, carefully. Over the next month, I discovered everything. The man's name was Ryan. He worked at a luxury gym downtown. They'd been seeing each other for almost a year. A year. While I was paying bills, planning anniversary trips, working overtime to give us a better life, she was sneaking another man into my home. I checked the bank statements, hotel charges, gift receipts, even hidden messages through fake apps. The deeper I looked, the uglier it became. She mocked me to him, called me predictable, said I was too boring to notice. That message broke something inside me. Because I loved her completely, and she laughed at me behind my back. But I stayed calm. Every night I came home smiling. I cooked dinner with her, watched movies beside her, pretended everything was normal. Meanwhile, I was planning the end of her entire world. See, Emily made one huge mistake. She thought I was weak. What she forgot was that the house, the cars, and most of our finances were legally under my name, and she had been secretly spending money from our joint account on Ryan. Thousands of dollars, enough to matter in court. So I contacted a lawyer, a very good one. The lawyer looked through my evidence and said, "You have no idea how lucky you are." Because Emily hadn't just cheated. She committed financial misconduct too. That changed everything. Over the next few weeks, we prepared quietly. I opened new accounts, protected my savings, removed her access from major finances, and waited for the perfect moment. Then one evening, Emily texted me, "Working late again." I almost smiled, because I knew exactly where she was, with Ryan, in my house, again. So this time, I drove home early, and for the first time in months, I walked through the front door without warning. I heard laughing upstairs. His laugh. Her laugh. Then footsteps, and suddenly, Emily froze at the top of the stairs, wearing nothing but my shirt. Behind her stood Ryan, the look on their faces, pure horror. Emily started panicking immediately. "Wait! It's not what you think." Classic line. Ryan grabbed his clothes and tried leaving, but I stopped him. Not violently. I just handed him an envelope. Inside were printed screenshots of messages between him and Emily, along with one extra document, a copy of the lawsuit his wife was about to receive. Because yes, Mishwakans, Ryan was married too. His face went white. Then he looked at Emily like she ruined his life. Funny how cheaters turn on each other so fast. Emily started crying, begging, saying it was a mistake. A 1-year affair isn't a mistake. It's a choice, hundreds of choices, every lie, every secret meeting, every fake smile, choice after choice. Then I handed her another envelope, divorce papers. She collapsed onto the stairs crying hysterically. But I felt nothing anymore. That's the scary part. When someone hurts you deeply enough, eventually the pain disappears, and all that remains is emptiness. Over the next few months, everything fell apart for her. The court proceedings were brutal. The financial evidence destroyed her credibility. She lost access to the house, lost major assets, and her reputation collapsed when friends discovered the affair. Even worse, Ryan left her almost immediately. Turns out he didn't want a real relationship, just excitement. So the woman who betrayed me for passion ended up completely alone. About 6 months later, Emily called me from an unknown number. I almost didn't answer. She sounded different, quiet, broken. She asked if we could meet one last time. Against my better judgment, I agreed. We met at a small coffee shop downtown, and honestly, I barely recognized her. No confidence, no arrogance, no spark. She looked exhausted. After a long silence, she finally whispered, "Nietzsche, I destroyed the best thing that ever happened to me." I looked at her for a moment, then replied, "No, you destroyed yourself." Tears rolled down her face, but this time, they didn't affect me, because the woman I loved was already gone long ago. I stood up, left money on the table for my coffee, and walked away forever, without looking back.